Another key component looking ahead, and something that's very important to airspace world, of course, with the Tomorrow's Voices initiative, is how we're going to attract the talent we need. Traffic is, broadly speaking, predicted to double over the next couple of decades. Can we attract the talent we need in all the various disciplines, including in technology?
It's possible, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Across the globe, our talent pipeline simply isn't keeping pace with traffic growth, and there's no quick fix to this. You know, air traffic controllers take years to train with still fairly high failure rates for all the right reasons, actually. So scaling up is difficult, it's slow. There's also the demographic pressure with a large cohort of experienced controllers and engineers retiring before 2050. You know, and I was trying to remember, you know, there was a big recruitment drive in the 90s, and that's showing my age, but a big recruitment drive during the 90s. And that sort of recruitment drive is now, you know, it's that bubble, that demographic bubble is moving across. So we can have more traffic and in theory, fewer experienced staff. So can we close this gap? Yeah, we can, but only if we evolve. We do need to modernize training. We need to shorten time to qualification without compromising safety. We need to make greater use of simulation, AI assisted learning, and modular progression. All those things we need to really access to help improve the situation. We also need to broaden the talent pool and target non-traditional candidates like people with STEM, gaming, or data backgrounds. That tactic is something the FAA is employing, for example, in an advertising campaign right now, currently. I think it also helps to focus on our purpose and not just on pay, as an example. We should emphasize our mission, safety, sustainability, global connectivity. This still resonates strongly with the younger generations. Also, I've mentioned before, we should focus on automation. Automation can help reduce the dependency on headcount. Decision support tools and digital towers can ease pressure on staffing. So it's not really a conclusion, but ANSPs can attract the talent they need, but not by doing more of the same. What's got us here won't get us where we need to get to. We do need to evolve and change.
And of course, you know, part of that change and not doing what we've done before is, you know, that there's sort of, I guess, a key foundation of the complete air traffic system, the CATS project and the CATS concept. Are you happy with the progress so far? And, you know, how will CATS tie all these things that we've talked about together and give us that vision of seamless skies by 2045?
Yeah, I'm super proud. I always have been, and I remain super proud of the work we're doing on CATS. And I've said this a lot, and I make no apologies for repeating it. It was really no mean feat, or was particularly difficult getting more than 80 companies from across the entire aviation ecosystem to align on a vision, a roadmap, and most recently, a concept of operations for the future. I think a defining moment recently was the global recognition the initiative received at the 42nd ICAO assembly. It was humbling, really, to see it supported by the global aviation ecosystem. This was unprecedented. It's unprecedented industry alignment. It was great too that the Commission encouraged the submission of proposals to reflect the CATS CONOPS in future revisions to the GAPMOC, the GAMP, and related initiatives. Never been seen before. So now we've got the framework and it's been widely accepted and praised, but all of that, if I look back, that's easy. It didn't feel easy at the time, but that's easy. We now really come to the difficult part, implementation. Now we started that by taking the CONOPS on the road as we engage with the CANSO regions and global expert groups all over the world. This ongoing dialogue is important to understand regional priorities, identify implementation challenges, and make sure we're still aligned on the next steps, and importantly, accelerate industry alignment. So massively exciting times ahead as the work groups start to make progress. As always, it will be massively hard work, but the rewards are high. Global system-wide transformation, which is absolutely needed to make sure that aviation is and remains successful now and into the future.
Simon, thanks very much.
Very good. Thank you.